Hi, and welcome back to Common Sense Leadership. Today we're back to real people, real questions. And my dear friend Delphine, who's been in the leadership space for, I would say, 20 to 25 years, had a very intriguing question. So I'm here with my good friend Delphine, and I asked her, what is her leadership question? Delphine, what's your question?
Are you a leader who wants to build followers, or are you a leader who wants to build leaders?
Excellent question. Thanks, Delphine. We'll answer it. I found the question rather intriguing. Initially, I thought it was a bit philosophical, leader of followers, leader of leaders, and of course, leader of leaders sounds better, right? I want to be a leader of leaders, wow. And then people say, hey, listen, you're a leader of leaders, and all of a sudden you're all generals and no soldiers, and well, then all the generals do their own thing. It's called anarchy. Not necessarily. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a historical look at it. Historically speaking, in the 1890s or up to the 1890s, all professions were actually highly skilled individuals, comb makers, farriers, leather guys, who literally became masters in their own field. They had apprentices, they handed on the knowledge, and they were all in guilds that protected their interests. Along comes a guy called Henry Ford, turn of the century, and goes, I'd like to make cars. I'd like to make a lot of cars. People were making cars, but artisanally, in garages, literally, putting together one by one at the highest level of artisanal quality. And Henry Ford said, no. I want it fast. I need to de-skill all these people and just say, put the sprocket in here in this time interval. Otherwise, the production line comes to a halt, and we cannot do that. So that means at a very technical level that he created followers. I say, you follow. Do not think this is not your job. And this was also the beginning of the management layers. I tell you, you tell them, you tell them, and you tell them. And nobody questions anything. Did the production happen? Absolutely. Did the people follow? Well, they had no choice. So it's not about I follow you because I like you. I follow you because I have no choice. That is literally the lowest level emotionally of followership. Fast forward to where we are right now, and technology has advanced to a point where we have incredible techno stilts that we can walk on, create new solutions, become faster, more efficient, and actually literally reach out globally as individuals if we have a message to share. For example, I'm sharing this message with you using an iPhone. I've got little apps that will help me tweak it, put pictures inside and edit it, and done deal. 20 years ago, I would have had an expensive camera equipment. The editing was much more painful. So right now, the technology is allowing us to become individuals again, become masters in our own field, and become artisanal. Enter the leader of leaders possibility. And I'll choose the example of an orchestra, a classic orchestra. It's a very complex situation. You've got one person in front, the director, and dozens of people on the other side that have to play their individual instruments to the maximum of their capacity. So does the music orchestra director have to play the cello, the violin, the flute? Well, some of them play them as amateurs, but not at a professional level. Otherwise, you would be busy trying to every instrument and never be able to direct the orchestra. So the leader needs to understand one thing. I'm here to make all of you play to the maximum of your capacity. That means I trust you that you are my leader in the sense of that you are the leader of the violin, that you can literally squeeze out the maximum possibilities of expression out of a violin. That makes you a leader in your skill set. That also means that there's massive mutual respect because we're going to push each other, and literally you're on my team because I trust you, that you will give me an unrivaled performance because you have decided to master this instrument or skill for the benefit of the whole team. And that makes you a leader. And all of a sudden there's an exchange of spiritual, mental, and physical rewards. And physical can also be an excellent money reward because you are a master of your field. Now the thing is that people say, yeah, but wait a second. If you're all leaders in the team, all of a sudden there's no followers and it's all gonna break apart. Wait a second. Everybody on a team knows that they are the best violinist, that they're the best flute player in their capacity. And when we come together, all of a sudden something magical happens. The team renders a performance that is sans pareil, where people go like, man, that is an amazing orchestra. And all of a sudden the team gets a massive amount of recognition, again, mentally, spiritually, and physically, which could be that you get better physical rewards as in money. Why not? It's not all about money, but it's part of it. And this is why, funny enough, there's a symbiotic relationship between a leader of leaders and his or her leaders in the team. That they realize, I'm giving everything, every support imaginable to become the best player of my skills. There's unparalleled anywhere else, and when we all play together, we literally become world class. And that can be any kind of business you're in, any organization you're in. Make sure that your mission as a leader is to create other people that become the best in their field, and that makes them leaders. And all of a sudden, their loyalty belongs to you long term, because they realize this is magic here. This I'll have nowhere else, because we're the best players, led by a leader who can literally make us play the best tune in unison that becomes world class.